Hello, this is attorney Nicholas Graffia with Louisiana PropertyInsuranceClaims.com. Today we're going to go over how you can estimate your bad faith damages using the bad faith damages calculator on our website. Okay, here we are at the bad faith calculator. You can access it at LouisianaPropertyInsuranceClaims.com / bad faith damages calculator. It's important to note that this is for estimation and informational purposes only. Depending on the facts of your case, you may or may not be owed bad faith damages, you may or may not be owed attorney's fees, and the actual calculation could vary slightly. That being said, this is a pretty good overview of how the damages actually work. So here we go, let's get right into it. The first thing you want to have whenever you start estimating your bad faith damages here is the amount due under the insurance policy. And for our example, we're going to keep it simple. Let's assume you have a rental house and the unpaid property damages are $100,000, as well as your contents damages of $50,000. They haven't been paid, and the insurance company does not have a legitimate reason for not paying these so far. So we have the $100,000 with the $50,000. Obviously, that's $150,000. Like that. And the next line is automatically calculated because if there are bad faith damages due under 22-18-92, the amount is automatically calculated at 50% of the amount found to be due under the policy. So here that's $75,000. The next part has to do with consequential damages and potential discretionary penalties that the court or jury could award. Here to continue our rental house example, let's say you haven't received, because of the insurance company's bad faith, you have not received rental payments for over a year, and that amount totals to $20,000. We enter that here in this line. And the next part, depending on, that's automatically due under the statute. But for the next part of our calculation, it can be up to 2 times the amount of the damages sustained. So, and it's discretionary. So if the insurance carrier really did not have any good reasons and was total bad faith, here it could award up to $40,000. If it's kind of marginal and there's some gray area, the court might award 0 or anywhere up to the $40,000 amount. Here, let's say the bad faith was pretty bad, but it wasn't horrible. They had some ostensible reasons, even if the court might not have agreed with those reasons. So we're going to say $20,000. And it's like that. Now let's discuss attorney's fees under revised statute 22-18-92. If the carrier has breached one of the bad faith provisions under 22-18-92, then attorney's fees have to be awarded. It's a mandatory provision. What's discretionary though is the amount of attorney's fees due, and that's going to be a question of fact that the court or the jury will decide. And some of the factors will include the complexity of the legal matter, how much legal work was involved, the attorney's expertise, as well as a contract between the attorney and the client. However, for our purposes here, we're going to estimate it 33%. That's a pretty common contingency amount in property damage cases, so that's what we did here. And as you can see, the amount of attorney's fees, and this is 33% of the totals above, is $88,333.32. This brings us to our total, which as you can see is $353,333.32. We started with policy damages of $150,000, so we have an increase of more than double the amount. Of course, every case is different. If you are wondering whether or not your carrier has committed bad faith against you and whether or not you could potentially be owed bad faith damages in court, I encourage you to read our frequently asked questions. As well, you can go to our bad faith litigation practice area page, and we have a good bullet point summary of some of the provisions that the carriers commonly violate and which could entitle you to bad faith damages. You can also check out our blog and use the search box and search for bad faith. Lastly, as part of initial client consultations, one of the things I evaluate is whether or not your carrier is in bad faith and whether or not you could be entitled to bad faith damages. So if you are in a dispute with your insurance carrier and would like to know how I can help you protect your rights and potentially recover bad faith damages, set up an appointment with us. Currently, we offer phone and in-person meetings. Zoom conferences should be coming soon. Once again, this is attorney Nicholas Graffia with LouisianaPropertyInsuranceClaims.com. Thank you for watching and have a great day.